The Andy Griffith Show took us to a place and time full of love, respect, and happiness. Growing up a faithful watcher, I felt like the residents of Mayberry were part of my own friends and family. With countless episodes that made you laugh till your stomach hurt, there is one that is hard for me to watch to this day. The first episode in season 4 is called Opie The Birdman, originally released September the 30th, 1963. Ron Howard, who played the young Opie Taylor, has been quoted citing this episode as one of his favorites. I can't imagine why. The Andy Griffith Show was fun to watch. This episode was as fun as, well, watching a bird die. Let's sadly now take a look at Opie the Birdman. This episode starts with Barney Five showing a young Opie Taylor how to build his very own slingshot.
Tube rubber and you got yourself a real slingshot.
Opie proudly shows his new slingshot to his father.
Look, Pa, ain't it slick?
Boy, that is a beaut. One thing now. You got to promise you'll be careful with it.
Foreshadowing. And now some fun watching a kid play with his new toy.
Bird, fly away. Fly away. Please fly away.
I don't want to see this. You've got an almost perfectly behaved child excited over his new slingshot, gets a little overly zealous, and he kills a bird. But look at him. He is completely unconsolable. Andy comes home to find the deceased bird and comes up with his own conclusion.
Next time you see Miss Snyder, tell her to keep her cat at home. That thing killed one of our songbirds today.
Great job, Andy. You solved the case. Opie loses his flippin' mind and runs from the table, giving Detective Doolittle here the clue he needs to figure it out. Andy goes into Opie's room to console him, and you think for a second he's going to handle this the right way.
You killed that bird, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Pa.
That won't bring that bird back to life. Do you hear that? That's those young birds chirping for their mama that's never coming back. Now, you just listen to that for a while.
Are you insane?
Jerk move, Andy. Jerk move. Anyways, somehow Opie wakes up the next morning without slit wrist and makes a very adult decision.
I got to thinking last night that since their ma ain't coming back, and since it's my fault, and since just being sorry won't help, I'm gonna take over and feed them.
Yep. Opie starts raising 3 baby birds to the best of his little 8-year-old ability. Does pretty good too, because in no time, the birds get old and healthy enough to go on their own. Andy helps Opie make one last decision.
You remember you took over this job because they lost their ma? Well, there's that one other thing that she would have done. That's to let them go.
They're supposed to fly away like you said.
Opie opens the cage, says bye to them one by one, lets them go, and this episode, thankfully, is over. The Andy Griffith Show is awesome. This episode, however...
No, sir. I didn't like it.